It can be really annoying when you're struggling to grow your chest, your biceps, your back, and you've only got access to dumbbells. Now don't worry, I've got you. This dumbbell only workout will get your chest popping and your back widening in less than 45 minutes. We're going to be focusing on 5 key exercises today, each targeting different muscle groups. We're going to work in the 8 to 10 rep range, performing 2 sets for each exercise, and we're going to take these to RIR 2/1. So that's 2 to 1 rep from failure. To ensure safety and solid technique, we're going to use a 4-1-1-2 tempo. 4-second eccentric, where the muscle lengthens under tension, a 1-second pause at the bottom, a 1-second concentric phase, and a 2-second pause at the top, just to get yourself set up for the next rep. Exercise 1, dumbbell chest press. This is a fundamental movement for building strength and size in the chest, shoulders, triceps. And this exercise allows for a deep stretch at the bottom and a strong contraction at the top when we fully engage the pecs. In terms of how to perform, get your dumbbells onto your thighs and then safely roll back. Lie flat on the bench with a dumbbell in each hand. Tuck the elbows slightly, so at around about 30 degrees from the torso. This is going to help line up the fibers of the pecs with the humerus effectively, whilst keeping the shoulders in a stable position of retraction. Press your feet firmly into the ground and keep your back flat against the bench and drive your sternum up to the ceiling. Press the dumbbells up until your arms are fully extended and then bring them together. I like to ensure that I'm just touching the dumbbells together at the top of the movement. Slowly lower the dumbbells back to chest level, aiming to return to the starting position with your elbows tucked at that 30 degrees. And control the descent for 4 seconds, pausing for a second at the bottom, press up for 1 second, pause at the top for 2, and then complete the next rep. And as mentioned, complete 8 to 10 reps with an RIR of 1 or 2. Try and complete the movement by bringing the thighs and the dumbbells to touch, and then roll into a seated position before you stand up and then lower the dumbbells down quietly. Chest supported row. Next we have chest supported row, which is excellent for targeting the upper back, particularly the lats, traps, rhomboids, rear delt. These are going to be essential for posture and pulling strength. Now what I like about this exercise is by lying on the bench, you can eliminate the need to stabilize the spine, meaning that we can really focus on the movement without having to stabilize the spine, which can take up some mental energy and cause quicker form breakdowns. In terms of how to perform, set an incline bench, walk towards the bench and lie face down with a dumbbell in each hand. Start with your arms fully extended, palms facing each other. Press your chest firmly into the bench to stabilize your torso, then pull the dumbbells towards the waist, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Lower the dumbbells slowly for 4 seconds, pause for a second at the bottom, pull up hard for 1 second and hold the contraction at the top for 1 to 2 seconds. Complete 8 to 10 reps, RIR 2/1. Chest supported lateral raise. We'll now target the shoulders with a chest supported lateral raise, focusing on the lateral delts for wider shoulder appearance. Again, using the bench for support, you can maintain strict form and ensure that the deltoids do a lot more work because we're going to be preventing any form of momentum creeping in. Also ensure that you're in scaption, the neutral scapular plane. This is where the fibers of the shoulders are optimally lined up. So set the bench to a vertical position, holding a dumbbell in each hand. Push your chest hard into the bench. Raise the dumbbells out, ensuring a neutral scapular plane. Lower the dumbbells back down slowly, controlling the movement for 4 seconds. Pause for a second at the bottom, lift for a second, then pause for 2 seconds at the top. Complete 8 to 10 reps. Next we're going to work on the bicep curls. This is a mid-range exercise, so it means that the bicep is not fully lengthened. It's worth noting that the biceps use the long head of the biceps tendon to initiate the first 30 degrees of shoulder flexion, as shown in this study by Landon and others. So the exercise that we're doing does not actually initiate that first 30 degrees, so it's worth checking out the video below for a lengthened range bicep curl to target the long head of the bicep. How to perform? Bring a bench to an inclined position, push your tricep hard into the bench and turn your body away from your arms slightly to allow less restricted movement. Now use your opposite hand to pull the top of the bench down, creating a counter force, and then lower the dumbbells slowly for 4 seconds. Pause for a second at the bottom, then curl up for a second, hold the contraction for 2 seconds, complete 8 to 10 reps, this time for RIR 1/0. Tricep extension, lengthened range. Finally, we're going to target the triceps with a tricep extension, emphasizing the lengthened range to maximize muscle stretch and activation. It's really important to note that the long head of the tricep is only fully lengthened when the humerus is overhead, which is why this is a great exercise for challenging the triceps. Sit with a dumbbell held overhead in one hand. Lower the dumbbell behind your head, feeling the stretch in your triceps. Keeping your humerus perpendicular to the floor, keep your feet planted and your ribcage stacked to maintain stability. Take 4 seconds to lower the weight, pause for a second at the bottom, then extend your arm for another second. Hold the extension for a good 2 seconds just to recalibrate before you perform the next rep, and complete 8 to 10 reps, again for RAL 1/0. Now let's talk about how to make progress with this program. We're going to be using a double progression method. So we're working in the 8 to 10 rep range. In your first session, aim to perform 8 reps to RAL 1/2 with the same weight. The next session you might hit 9 reps for one or both sets. Once you hit 10 reps at the same weight at the prescribed RIR, it's time to increase the weight and then drop back down to 8 reps. This method ensures that you're consistently challenging your muscles and making steady progress. You should see great results if you follow this program for 12 weeks. Now let's talk about how this program fits into your week. I recommend training 2 to 4 times per week. As it's an upper body program, it will be worth performing this in conjunction with the lower body and or full body program. If you're training 2 times per week, perform the full body programs. If 3 times per week, perform 1 upper, 1 lower and 1 full. The upper and lower sessions can be performed on consecutive days. The full body session should always be trained after a rest day. If 4 times per week, perform 2 upper, 2 lower. If you stick with this routine, you're going to see great progress in strength and muscle development, all while keeping your workouts efficient and effective. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.